so don't swear.
Oh, I'm gonna take the camera down.
It's going to be these teams all fighting it out for that last spot.
Yep.
It'll be tough.
Person was looking at it this morning and he was like, oh, we've been up a spot even though we lost. It's like, that's why you want the fair play.
The fair play point is going to matter so
for
much.
that exact reason right there.
Yep. Matters so much.
It's like 16 or 20 points, whatever, however many games we play. All you gotta do is not be stupid.
Oh, we need a box person.
Score from down there.
You're going to keep it down there? Okay. You're going to go down to the box? Got it. Yep, got it. Good morning. Coming to you live from high up on the perch here at Westman Arena in Lake Superior, Wisconsin, home of the University of Wisconsin Superior Yellow Jackets. Another Junior Gold B showdown, the Farmington Tigers versus Duluth, and we'll start with the home team. Not much changing in the standings. Duluth winning last night's game against the Tigers 4-1. Duluth comes in currently in the fourth position in the gold division of Junior Gold B, having played 13 games, an overall record of 8-4-1. In those 13 games, they've earned 29 points. Duluth will once again be the home team. This will be the third meeting for Duluth and the Tigers. Duluth will be in their white tops, white socks, trimmed in blue and gold. Tigers dropping another one to Duluth. They're now 0-2 against Duluth on the season. However, they remain in seventh position in the gold division. Remember, top 8 are going to make playdowns. It's going to be a fight to the finish here for the Tigers. Tigers have played 13 games, have an overall record of 5-6-2. In those 13 games, they've earned 21 points. Tigers will be once again be in their away jerseys, black tops, black socks, trimmed in orange. Tigers will be in action here this morning, and then we'll finish out the weekend at Egan tomorrow night. That will be a 9 p.m. start in Egan. Cold and windy outside up here in Duluth. Nice though here in the arena. 2 nice arenas here for the Tigers as they travel up to Duluth for 2 game set. Tigers will be back up in Duluth at the end of January for a tournament, followed by the next weekend going up to Eveleth for a tournament. Tigers going on the road for a couple of tournaments here coming up the next couple of weeks. But first things first, 6 points remain still available for the Tigers this weekend with Duluth and Egan ahead. Tigers got to figure out Duluth. Have had trouble scoring. Have only scored 2 goals in 2 games, while allowing 6 goals in those 2 games to the same Duluth team. Last night, a bit of a crazy contest as the Tigers traveled up. 8:30 p.m. start. Duluth got the scoring early, and then a rare delayed penalty goal against themselves by the Tigers. Just a errant pass made it all the way down the ice on a delayed penalty as the Tigers were trying to put some pressure on Duluth. Ends up finding the back of their net. Duluth adds 2 more. Tigers did find 1, but came up on the short end 4-1. We're ready to kick this thing off. Got 15 minutes on the clock. Coach is giving their final pointers to the players, and we'll get this one started. In net today for the Tigers will be number 33, Eli Holmes. We'll get your starting lineups here in just a minute. Starting for the Tigers, it appears that's center, trying to figure out how we're going to get this thing lined up here. Looks like we might have a shifting of some lines. At center will be number 24, Mason Letter. At left wing, number 7, Mason Boyer. And at right wing, number 13, Charlie Bjorkstrand. Back defensively will be 27, Grayson Papera. And number 6, Owen Stensland. Stensland's going to start going through neutral ice and poke free by Letter. Comes all the way down behind the Duluth goal. Tigers shift over to Papera. First shot of the game coming from the Tigers. Papera saved by Duluth. Chased there by Letter into the corner. Now Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand pokes it back over to Letter. Now right in the middle comes Stensland. Stensland looking for some room. Now takes a shot right in front. Oh, Tigers can't clean up the garbage. Bjorkstrand quickly in the left circle. Now shovels one behind. Going to be chased over by Letter. Now gives back over to Boyer. Tigers controlling the zone here early. Now Bjorkstrand tries to jump into the play. Comes all the way around off of a Duluth skate. See if Duluth can get it through. Trying to break it out. Now here comes Letter. And there goes Duluth right through neutral ice. Duluth brings it all the way in. Now saved by Holmes. First shot for Duluth, saved by Holmes. Now coming through the zone, trying to get through neutral ice are the Tigers. And hit back behind Holmes. The Tigers chase there. First one there is going to be Papera. Tigers getting a change. That should be offsides. No offsides called. Now they finally do. Offsides called. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. Tigers will get a change. Sorry, just adjusting the camera here a bit. This next group will feature number 3, Luke Besser at center. At right wing, number 21, Jake Kiefer. And at left wing, number 19, Kellen Kramer. Now up to Kiefer. Kiefer swings it over to Kramer. Kramer moves it in the left circle. He's going to take a shot. Glove save there by Duluth. Tigers early on putting some pressure here on Duluth. Next defensive setting will be number 23, Colin Laymeyer. And number 11, Clayton West. Besser to take the face-off. This will be on the left circle to the right of the Duluth goalie. This one comes back to the Duluth defenseman. They try to poke one up, stays in with West. West gloves that one down. West keeps it in. West still with it on the left circle. West all the way through. Kiefer tries to knock one in. And where did it come through? Kiefer was right there, had a chance at the tip in, puck went high, but it comes out to Duluth. Now Duluth moving it right back into their offensive zone, gets by one, then they try to center a play, comes all the way out to the point, shot, and that one's saved by Holmes. Goes behind Holmes. Tigers want to be careful here. Now it's going to be circled over by West, no Duluth player there. Quickly comes up to Kiefer. Kiefer coming down on a 1-on-2. Kiefer waits in the point, has Kramer, waits, holds, now takes a shot, tough angle shot, that one goes high over the Duluth net. Poked free, goes out to neutral ice, chased down by West. West puts on the brakes, puts it right back into neutral ice, picked up by Besser. Here comes the one-man breakout. Coming through, now over to Kramer. This one's going to get over to Kiefer. Kiefer with it, tries to center a play through, and that one up into the netting will get a whistle. No, is there a whistle? I didn't hear the whistle, but it definitely went in the netting. We'll get a face-off. Tigers will get a shift change here, 12:47 to play in period number 1. This will be the line of number 5, Jack Peterson at center. At right wing, number 9, Luke Manthai. And at left wing, number 16, Connor Anderson. Back defensively will be number 14, Carson Blair. And number 6, Owen Stensland. Peterson wins the face-off, gets right to the skates of the ref. Now Blair puts a shot on, and that one blocked by Duluth. Again, Tigers getting shots, just unable to capitalize. Just keep throwing them on net and see what happens. Here comes Manthei. Manthei trying to move it up to Peterson, and that one just handcuffed Peterson. Now coming all the way back. Comes over to Stensland. Blair to Stensland. Now up to Manthei. Manthei corrals it in. Comes right below our camera well. Now goes in the right circle. Waiting. Tries to center a play. No, he didn't center. He tried to take a shot, and that one's saved by Duluth. 12-16 now to play here in period one. We have no score. Peterson, Manthei, Anderson staying out there. Stensland and Blair back defensively. Now goes into the corner to Duluth. Chased over by Peterson. Peterson and Anderson are going to be the first ones there. Anderson tries to knock one free, and it comes out to Duluth. Duluth now looks for the breakout, moving up the left-hand side. Goes right through neutral ice, right below, and now tries to take a shot, and that one goes wide of Holmes. Anderson puts a hit on and then loses an edge, but it frees up Peterson. Peterson moving up the left-hand side, has Manthei, takes a shot. Pad save there by the Duluth goalie. Again, the Tigers putting more shots on. Now Peterson. Peterson working his way through the middle and just loses it just as he was trying to put his backhand onto the goalie. Back goes Stensland. Good defense there by number 6. Now Stensland moving through the zone. Tries to get it up to Boyer. Boyer back on the ice. Gets back out to the first line. Duluth picks it up. Now in the right circle. Out with him is Letter, and Bjorkstrand, I think, should be out there as well. Bjorkstrand is out. Oh, he had a nice pass up to Boyer, but Boyer knocked it forward instead of being able to corral it in and move it down the ice. Now out to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand gets by 1. Bjorkstrand now moving. Should have numbers. Him and Boyer moving over to the left-hand side. Gets free. And Bjorkstrand takes a shot. Kick save. Again, the Tigers with a great opportunity, just unable to capitalize. Now West jumps into the play. Lost it out to Duluth. Duluth now moving through neutral ice. Tigers got back nicely defensively, and that one's saved by Holmes. Goes into the corner. This one's going to come all the way out to the Tigers. Not free, but it comes out to Duluth. Tigers unable to corral that one in. Then Papera loses an edge. Letter chases, still with it. Now goes back to Papera. Papera swings one out, trying to hit out to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand jumps it out to the defense, gets out to Letter. Gets out now. Letter is able to shovel one forward into neutral ice. Tigers unable to capitalize. Boyer misses on that one. Picked up by Duluth, goes through the right circle, looking for a shot. They're going to try to corral one around. Nice defensive play there by Papera. Now picked up by Letter. Letter swings one into their offensive zone, but loses it there. And Tigers getting a change, and Duluth catches them. Oh, good save there by Holmes. Holmes puts that one away right into his gut as Duluth had numbers as the Tigers got caught on a change. 9:55 now here to play in period number 1. Tigers try to corral this one face off to the right of Holmes. They center a play as Anderson was trying to cherry pick there a bit. Good save there by the defenseman for Duluth as they would add Anderson on a breakaway. Here goes Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer throws it up. Oh, he's trying to hit it up over to Kramer, and Kramer gets it tied up onto his skates. Again, Tigers with another opportunity to get a breakaway. Lehmeyer gets one through, comes back over to Besser. Besser now moving up to Kramer. Kramer trying to find a handle on it, and it goes right back to Duluth, over to Stensland. Stensland's coming up to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer going to try to move that one up to Kramer. Kramer moves it forward. Now Kramer's going to be F1. Followed by Besser right behind him, and then Kiefer. Hit there by Besser over to Kramer. Kramer turns around, trying to get a centering pass. No one there. This one's going to come all the way over to Lehmeyer. Just knocks that one up into the netting, and we'll get a face-off coming to the left of the Duluth goalie. .9:03 here to go in period number 1. Back and forth game. Tigers leading shots on goal 7-4. Tigers going to bring out Peterson, Manthei, Anderson, keeping Lehmeyer and Stensland. Peterson looks to win that faceoff, but it comes out to Duluth. Duluth swings it back behind their goalie, hit by Anderson, chased by Peterson, gets out to neutral ice. Here comes Duluth, right through neutral, or comes through neutral ice, knocks one back behind Holmes. Tigers looking for the breakout. It's going to be Peterson with it on his stick. Gets that one knocked away. Comes right back to Peterson. Peterson up to Anderson. Anderson corrals that one in, waiting, holding. Now gets a shot on, trying to get a rebound out front, and the Duluth goalie knocked it away. Kept in by Manthei. Anderson and Manthei surround, and Peterson's going to come all the way out to Stensland. Stensland from the point takes a shot, and that one I think went just wide as Manthei tried to redirect. Now Anderson fights. Duluth comes away with it. Duluth going up the right-hand side. That one gets knocked away, picked up by Peterson. Anderson thought maybe they were going to get a pass out. Then that one got knocked away. Anderson had to jump back into the play. Peterson does the right thing, trying to get it deep. Coming through neutral ice, going to be picked up there by Stensland, and him and Lehmeyer get tangled up. Now Lehmeyer quickly up to Anderson. Anderson going to flip one forward. We'll see if we get icing called. There it is, and there goes the whistle. Bring this one all the way back down to the defensive zone for the Tigers. 7:53 here to play in period number 1. This faceoff will come up to the left of Holmes in the right circle. It's going to be Bjorkstrand, Letter, and Boyer along with Blair and West. Letter to take the faceoff. Comes out to Duluth. Oh, it's going to be, what a play by Boyer. Boyer using a little bit of speed there to knock one away. That would have been a definite shot attempt there for Duluth. Picked up by West. West is going to try to get it over to Blair. Blair trying to find a corral for it. Knocks one forward over to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand quickly up to Boyer. What a play by Boyer. Goes in the right circle. Takes a shot, and that one just got hit his stick just as he was taking that shot in. Now gets by Boyer. Goes into the corner. Tigers don't really chase. They more, I'll call it, sag maybe is a good term for it. Now Duluth trying to get it back through neutral ice. Hounded there by Boyer. Takes a shot, and that one goes into the netting. $7:14 here to play in period number 1. Still scoreless, Tigers Duluth. Letter to take the face-off. Now they do get it out to the defense, and it's a missed shot. Can the Tigers get numbers? Here they go. It's going to be Bjorkstrand running up the right-hand side. He's got one in the middle, but tries to make a move instead of just doing the thing and getting the shot off. Tigers overthinking things again. More shots are what they need. They got to start to unlock here and start getting some goals to go in. That's going to be Bjorkstrand behind, gets it through to Blair, and all the way out to the Duluth defense. Comes all the way out, Letter, now over to West. West goes right through middle ice. Can Boyer make a play on it? Boyer fighting for it. Goes into the corner with Duluth. Now kicked around, goes into neutral ice. It's going to be Bjorkstrand now giving off to West. West chases it down, has men behind him. West tries to pull it into the zone, goes into the corner. Now behind Duluth goalie, still with it, trying to center a play over to Bjorkstrand, and it couldn't find the stick. Duluth moving right back up the left-hand side, goes through neutral ice with speed. Tigers got to be careful defensively. Well, they got bailed out because Duluth was offside. 6:12 here to go in period number 1. Still scoreless. Tigers will get a change. They'll bring back out Besser, Kiefer, Kramer, along with Papera and Stensland. We'll see if the Tigers can get something going here. Neutral zone face-off. Besser to take the face-off. This one's going to come out free to Papera. Papera knocks one up, trying to hit it over to Besser. Besser knocks one forward to Kiefer. Kiefer's going to chase this one into the corner. Tigers, let's see what they can do. Kiefer tries it. Quick. Oh, they got it. What a play. Oh, there you go. Kiefer throws one out to Besser. Besser got stoned a couple of times last night, but not that one. Besser finds the back of the net. Tigers go up 1-0. Tigers find the back of the net, 1-0. 6:01 here to play in period number 1. That goal coming at 6:01, scored by number 3, Luke Besser, assisted by number 21, Jake Kiefer. Number 3, Besser from the 21, Kiefer. Let's see what the Tigers can do now. Finally have found a way to break through on this Duluth team. This could be their first lead in now, what would that be? This is going to be the 7th period they played against this team. This will be their first lead in 7 periods. Now they're looking for more. But Kramer was just a hair over the blue line. That's illegal, my son. 5:44 left. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. Keeping the same crew out there. It'll be Besser to take the neutral zone face-off. Now waiting for it, comes all the way out to Stensland. Stensland just got a stick on it. It would have been a breakaway for Duluth. Duluth controls though. Now it goes to Kiefer. Kiefer trying to get a quick pass up over to Kramer, but he puts one on net, I think. And we got a no icing. Kramer's going to be the first one there, trying to quick pass over to Besser. That one gets hit off of a stick. Besser knew the hit was coming, took the hit, corralled it in. Kramer with it behind the net. Kramer's still going. He's going to knock one out to Papera. Kiefer out in front. Papera then puts it right into the leg pads of the forward. Picked up by Stensland, chips one forward, over to Kiefer. Kiefer waits, trying to hit over to Kramer, maybe over to Besser. Comes all the way up to Papera. Papera knocks one forward. Couldn't get it through, but there's Besser. Besser tries to keep it in the zone. Tigers can re-engage, see if Kiefer gets into it. Kiefer will get into it. Kiefer knocks one forward, into left circle, trying to find a handle. Waiting, holding, gives off to Kramer. Kramer with it, now behind. This group has been controlling a lot of the offensive zone time lately. Just don't want to make a bad mistake here. And here comes Duluth right through neutral ice. Kiefer there. Kiefer gives one hand. Gives off to Besser. Good back check by the Tigers. They'll get a change. Goes behind the Duluth goalie. Kramer's still out. We'll see if he can get off the ice. This will be a perfect time to get a change. Now Kramer right out in front. Comes out, and it's going to be West had a chance for it, but got his stick knocked. Now the Tigers got to get back. Lehmeyer walks it in. Oh, what a glove save by Holmes. Holmes oiled up the glove today. Showed the leather on that one. 4:20 here to go in period number one. Tigers up 1-0. This face-off will come up to the right of Holmes in the left circle. Defensive zone face-off here for the Tigers. It's going to be Peterson. Oh, right there, and scored. Duluth took the face-off right from Peterson, walked it right in. Nobody there to stop him, and shelved one right over Holmes, and we got a 1-1 game. 4:17 here to go in period one. It's 1-1.
Rod, you know the game sheet's on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jim just texted.
Yep. Yep. Peterson, Manthei, Anderson, along with Lehmeyer and West. 1-1 game. Tigers controlling shots on goal, 9-6. Now coming through the zone, through neutral ice. Tigers got to get engaged here. You want to maintain aggressiveness on the offensive end. Here goes, gets by Manthei. Now by Lehmeyer. Goes all the way back behind Holmes. Chased there by West. West tries to tip one forward. That one gets taken by Duluth. Here goes Duluth again, centering play. Takes a shot, saved Holmes. Tigers, another one. Trying to get another one through. Now it's going to be chased by Peterson. Peterson with it. He's going to have Anderson. They got 2-on-2. They're back on, going through the left circle. Now takes a shot. Oh, and one goes behind. I think that was a good save there by the Duluth goalie. Went behind the net. Tigers trying to hold it, and it is. It's going to be Peterson. Peterson, no, almost. Afraid I think Lehmeyer thought that might get taken. It does get taken. Now the Tigers got to get back. Anderson's back. They try to get a pass over the left circle. That one misses. Picked up now by West. Gives off to Peterson. Peterson works it through the zone. Gets it taken away. Gets it taken away. An easy goal. Just a bad turnover by the Tigers as they were trying to get it back through to neutral ice. They find themselves down 2-1 just as fast as they found themselves up 1-0. 3:16 to go. Tigers down 2-1. Letter now to take the face-off. He'll have Boyer and Bjorkstrand, along with Papera and Blair. 3:15 here now to go in period number one. Duluth walks it right in again. Tigers just can't break it out, and they're putting their goalie in a really bad position once again. Duluth hanging on to it, now swings it all the way over to their defensive post. Now drops it right in and just easily slides one over. Tigers not really giving up a fight here, trying to break it out. Holmes keeps that one right in front, and then we get a whistle. 2:49 now here to play in period one. Duluth has now evened up the shots on goal at 9 apiece. 2-1 Duluth. This one will come to the left of Holmes. Tigers, who were the enforcers here early in this game, have now had the momentum shift here late in the first period. They got to find that momentum once again. Comes right out to the point, takes a shot. That one goes wide, but Duluth right there. Tigers unable to corral it in. Duluth bring it all the way through. That one goes wide. Still stays with Duluth. It's Papera and Blair out defensively, along with Bjorkstrand, Letter, and Boyer. Boyer just sitting out middle ice. I think we're trying to look for a breakout. Nothing there. Now it's going to be Letter coming all the way through to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand just kicks it right back to Duluth. Comes over to now to Prepare. Prepare trying to get it through. Good hold up there by Bjorkstrand, but his stick broke. Bjorkstrand's going to get off the ice. There's the twig, broken twig right below us. Comes through neutral ice. Tigers back on. It's going to get Besser on. Duluth with it from the defensive point. Then he loses it, and we're going to get a penalty on Letter. Letter is going to get a tripping penalty. Tigers will go on the penalty kill here with 2:01 left here to go in period number 1. Two minutes for number 24, Mason Letter on tripping. We got a 2:01 left here to go in period 1. Tigers going to try to kill off this penalty. They're going to start with Besser, Kiefer, West, and Lehmeyer. Besser to take the face-off. Comes out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer, he's unable to, but let's see what they can do. Oh, Besser was able to try to briefly keep it in. Now he's going to try to get up to Kiefer. Kiefer trying to get around him. Kiefer still trying to get around him. Almost had a chance to get that puck. Now here goes Duluth. Goes right into the zone. Gets by Lehmeyer. Goes into the left circle looking for a centering pass. Comes out to the defensive point. Kiefer loses an edge. He gets down. Comes all the way through the left circle. Now they look for a shot. Good job there by Besser to knock it down. Tigers back up defensively. Let's see if Lehmeyer can get a chip. No, it's going to come over to Bess. Besser can't get it cleared. Comes out to the point. Oh, that's a good play by Duluth. Good save by Holmes. And right away, almost had another one. Kiefer got there, and now another shot. And that one, sorry about the camera work, as I was watching Duluth try to manufacture and architect a power play opportunity, but the Tigers able to stop every chance. 1:20 here to go in period number 1. 1:19 left to go here in the Letter penalty. Tigers down 2-1. Besser, Kiefer, Lehmeyer, and West will remain on the ice. This one's going to come out to West, and the Tigers will clear, but not all the way down the ice. This one sits in neutral ice. Duluth re-engages. Kiefer out. Now here comes Duluth. They enter it into their offensive zone. Now they try to get set up. Kiefer over trying to make a hit. Now a stop by Holmes and a quick shot that goes behind the net. Then Kiefer's able to knock one free, gets out to neutral ice. Besser chases. This one's going to come all the way out. We should get a change here, and it does. Gets all the way through. Kiefer's going to slowly walk it up. They are going to get a change. They're going to get Peterson out. Kiefer chases it behind the net, and now here comes Duluth. Duluth through neutral ice, misses on that first pass, but easily picked up. They re-engage back into their offensive zone, looking for some opportunity. It's going to come all the way out to the defenses. Oh, Kiefer's going to get no penalty. That was going to be a close one, but I think he got just shoulder to shoulder. That could have been very close to a hit in the back there. They're letting them play early on. Here comes Lehmeyer. Can he get it out? He can't. And that's going to be, now Kiefer does. But can he get Peterson broken free? Peterson with it, racing through on the Kiefer pass. Oh, he gets it knocked away right at the last minute. Can Peterson hit Kiefer? Tries to hit Kiefer on a centering pass, and that one, I think, hit off of a skate. Moving in, 5 seconds to go here in the first. But here comes Duluth, quickly through. Block shot, and missed by Peterson. Kiefer goes through. Now it's going to be Kiefer, and that's going to do it in for the end of the first period. Tigers do kill off the penalty. Actually were able to get some pressure on Duluth there late in that penalty kill. Get you caught up here after 1 period of play. After 1 period of play, Duluth leads 2-1. Shots on goal favoring Duluth after Tigers favoring most of the first period, 12-9 in favor of Duluth. Scoring in the first period at 6:01, number 3, Luke Besser, assisted by number 21, Jake Kiefer. At 4:17 for Duluth, number 12, unassisted. And at 3:16 for Duluth, number 18, assisted by number 12. Number 12 for Duluth, already with 2 points here early in this game. Penalties. Only one to speak of, another clean period by both teams. 2:01 at 2:01, number 24, Mason Letter, 2 minutes for hooking. Tigers took the early lead, but then gave up 2 late ones on defensive breakdowns. Just exposed Holmes too much, too easy for players of this age to put those ones through. Tigers now, through 7 full periods of play against Duluth, have yet to have a lead after any one of those periods. However, when looking at both teams on the ice, fairly even matched up. Just little breakdowns here and there are going to be the difference. Duluth able to capitalize, Tigers unable to capitalize on a consistent basis. First intermission coming to an end. We'll get you caught up here with the starting lineup for the second period. Tigers down 2-1. Tigers got work to do. Want to try to bottle up that energy that they had early in that first period. Got lost about halfway through the first period. Holmes is going to make his way back down to his net. Holmes saving 10 of 12 shots. The Duluth goalie saving 8 of 9 shots. Tigers will start with Peterson at center, Anderson at left wing, and number 9, Manthei at right wing. Back defensively will be Papera and Stensland. 27 Papera, 6 Stensland. And here we go. It's going to come out to Duluth. Duluth's going to control early with their defensive point. Chased there by Peterson. Now comes through neutral ice, gets by Anderson, but picked up by Stensland. Stensland quickly up over to Peterson. Peterson's going to work it up to Manthei. Manthei back to Peterson. Peterson from the right circle takes a shot. That one goes high. Now Anderson gets one back over to Manthei. Now over to Peterson. He's going to get it over to Stensland. Stensland jumps into the play. He's in the right circle. Now circles centering. Oh, what a play by Stensland. Can the Tigers? Oh, again. See, this is just what's been happening with them against this team. That was a beautiful play by Stensland. Manthei did the right thing, got one out in front, and it just bounced over the Tigers' stick. I think it was Peterson who was ready to take the shot and put it in a wide open net, and the puck just bounces over. It's puck luck at this point, people. 14-13 now here to play in period number 2. It's 2-1 Duluth. Comes all the way over. Duluth looks for the breakout. They easily get it through neutral ice. They're going to break it into their offensive zone. Everybody's on sides, and it's going to now be picked up by Peterson. Peterson going 1-on-2. Peterson waiting, holding, getting people coming. It's Manthei with a shot. Not Manthei, that was Anderson. And Anderson split the uprights, but it was high. Now it's going to be Lehmeyer, goes into the corner, has Bjorkstrand out there for the first time here in the second period. Quickly up to Anderson. Tigers were basket hanging. Anderson unable to bring the pass in, but Anderson now sits right behind him. Oh, he was going for the hit. He had the puck just sitting there for him. Now it comes out to Duluth. They quickly try to get through. Comes out to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand tries to knock one back free. Now they get it to neutral ice. Picked up by Blair. Blair knocks it back in. Tigers get back on sides. Boyer and Bjorkstrand along with Letter back out offensively. Still kind of hanging back. Tigers not being the enforcer here on this line. I think this line could take a little bit more pressure off offensively, but now it comes back up to the Duluth point. Trying to take a shot, did make it all the way through. That one saved by Holmes. Lehmeyer chases it, kicks it out to the corner, picked up by Duluth. They try to center a play. Now it's going to be Letter, and this one goes right back into their zone. Now Bjorkstrand goes back, picks it up, waits, holds, gets one up to Letter. Letter kicks it, and then Boyer kicks it back. A little soccer style, but it's going the wrong way because Duluth puts it right on their stick going back into their offensive zone. Goes into the corner for Duluth. They pick one up there. They go right behind Holmes, the goalie. He tries to take a pass, whiffed on that pass, and then kick forward. And then again, Letter tries to kick it forward, gets it into neutral ice. Duluth trying to get it through neutral ice, gets hit there by Letter, and now Bjorkstrand. Now Bjorkstrand then just takes a hit, and how was there not a call? Oh my goodness, Bjorkstrand just took a glove right to the face, and no call with the ref standing right there. Now Bjorkstrand tries to take a toe drag, gets that one caught up, then a shot can't get through on Boyer. Boyer, though, trying to hammer it there, and let's see what happens. It's going to be Duluth making it through neutral ice, waits, holds, brings it all the way in, and gets by Blair. Now they try to center a play, and Lehmeyer was just faking with Holmes on the tip in there. Comes back over to West, trying to see if that was West or Blair. That might be Blair down there. That is Blair as your other defenseman. Now Holmes with a save, comes back over to Blair. Blair trying to go up the other side. That one gets by the defense, but it can't hit over to Kramer. Now picked up by Letter. Tigers are going to get their second change. This will get Kiefer and Kramer on. And Letter's still out there waiting for Besser to get on. Kiefer tries to get through to one. Now comes all the way through and off of Letter's stick. And let's see if we get anything here. No hand raised. Tigers have a chance. Oh, now they are going to get some. We have a hurt player, but no penalty. He's rolling on the ice, but again, no hand raised. 11:15 here to go in period number 2. Just waiting as the Duluth player gets up onto their backside. Hopefully we'll get up on the ice and we can get off on our own power. It does look like we're going to get on our own power. No penalty. Just a good, clean hip check that caught the Duluth player a little bit by surprise. Tigers will get a change here. It's going to be Kiefer, Besser, trying to see if they're going to get Kramer back out there as well. Kramer's going off. Not sure. The Tigers only have 4 on the ice. They're going to keep now Letter out there. No, now Kramer's not sure what he wants to do. Now Kramer might want to come join the line. Now they're not going to let Kramer back on for sure, so Letter's going to stay out there at left wing. In neutral ice, it's going to be Stensland. Stensland's going to try to hit up to Kiefer, gets it right. Perfect pass to Kiefer. Kiefer shovels one forward, gets it over to Besser. Besser waits, holds. Oh, right to Kiefer in front. Oh, again. See, here we go. Little puck luck because Besser put one right on Kiefer's stick, and it just got tangled up in the middle. Now a shot out front. No rebound by Kramer. Kramer kind of just let it float by him. I didn't see a swing at it, but Tigers again putting some pressure on, and there's going to be, oh man, it should have been a goal. Now it is a goal. Just like that, Tigers had opportunities in front of them, aren't able to corral in the rebound in front, and it turns into a 3-on-2 the other way. Holmes makes the first save, and then the second one comes through, and it's a goal for Duluth. They go up 3-1. Peterson, Anderson, Manthei, Stensland, and West. Now driven, and we're going to get an icing call. We'll bring this one back all the way back down the defensive end. Tigers find themselves down 3-1, being outshot 14-11. Fairly game, again, going back and forth. Tigers just unable to capitalize on plays in front of the net. Peterson to take the face-off. This one now goes back behind the ref. Peterson chases along with Anderson. I'm sorry, that's West. Now Anderson gives off to Peterson, tries to, and it is on Peterson's stick. Peterson moves it right back into their offensive zone. Over to Anderson. Anderson with a shot. And a save by Duluth. Good save there by Duluth goalie. Good play there by the Tigers. No rebound to be had. Peterson to take the face-off. And picked up by Duluth. Here they go around the other side. Duluth walks it into their offensive zone. They chip one deep, comes over to Stensland. Stensland now with it behind Holmes. Comes right in front of Holmes. Has Peterson right in front of him. Here comes Stensland. Stensland drops it all the way through. Coming all the way in, goes under the legs, trying to find some room, and then gets held up there. Manthei chases it around over to Anderson. Anderson tries to chip one forward, trying to keep it in their zone, and just missed there by Stensland, picked up by Duluth. Duluth moves it up the left-hand side. Swung around by Peterson. Peterson trying his best to get it out of the zone. He does. Then dropped back in, deep into the Tigers' defensive zone by Duluth. Going to be chased over there by West. We're going to get a penalty, it looks like. Or we're going to get offsides. I'm trying to figure out, maybe it was an offsides call. It must have been a delayed offsides call. 9:42 left here to go in period number 2. Tigers down 3-1. Shots are fairly close, 14-12. We're going to get a center ice face-off. This one coming up with Letter, Boyer, and Bjorkstrand. Back defensively will be Lehmeyer and Papera. Duluth with the face-off win, then hit away by Papera and Lehmeyer. Now quickly goes up to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand tries to take a hit. Tries to take a shot. That one got blocked down. Now Letter walks it in, takes the shot, and the goal is off. And no whistle. Goal is still off right behind the Duluth goalie. Here goes Duluth all the way through the zone, goes into the right circle. Lehmeyer's fighting there on a hit there by Letter. Tigers. Oh, and good job there by Letter to corral it in. Letter brings it all the way through the zone. Now he's going to take a shot. That one goes wide. The goal is definitely at an angle. It is definitely off the post. Still no whistles. The Tigers are now going to have a weird angle to shoot at. Maybe that will help them. Coming through now is Boyer. Can't sneak one in. Now drops one back. No Tiger there. Letter and Bjorkstrand were too high. Now we'll should get an icing call. There's the whistle. We'll bring this one all the way back for an offensive zone faceoff for the Tigers. This will be to the right of the Duluth goalie. $8:45 here to play in period number 2. Tigers down 3-1. Tigers need to start pressing here, finding some more opportunities. We're going to bring out Besser, Kramer, Kiefer, Papera, and Lehmeyer. Right below us goes Besser to take the faceoff. This will be in the left circle, right of the Duluth goalie. Comes over to Kramer. Kramer quickly back over to Lehmeyer, and it got taken away. Pass was too soft from Kramer. Now they got numbers. Here comes the centering play. That one goes wide. Picked up by Papera. Papera tries to drop it back over to Lehmeyer. Finds Lehmeyer. Can Lehmeyer find a passing lane? Tries to get up to Kiefer. That one gets taken by Duluth. Duluth walks this one right back in. Gets by Lehmeyer. Still working it through. Papera. Picked up by Besser. Besser trying to hit it up. Has Kramer. They're going to have numbers if they want them. Kramer and Kiefer. Makes it all the way through and just almost had Kiefer on a centering pass that just got out of his reach. And then he wasn't able to hit Besser. Nice idea there by Kramer. Just couldn't quite connect. Now it's going to be Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer gets it back up the zone. That one hits off of a skate. Stays with Duluth. Kramer tries to get one deep. He does. Kiefer's going to be F1. Kiefer's going to be the first one there. Tigers all around. It's going to be Lehmeyer with a shot, but that one goes wide. Now Besser. Besser circles around, waiting, looking, holding. Now he's going to come back over to Blair. Blair all the way over to Lehmeyer. Good look in the right circle. He tries to get a shot for Kiefer to tip forward. Kiefer hounded by 3 guys. Now another one for Kiefer. That one goes through the crease. Now another one for Kiefer. My goodness, make a tip in, man. Now it's going to be Besser. Besser with it, comes right back out to Blair. Let's do it again. That one hits off of his shin. Now it comes over to Kramer. Again, this line has had most of the offensive opportunity all day long. Now it's going to be Blair gets it taken away. Tigers had all the opportunity, then get one taken away and comes back for numbers for Duluth. They walk it all the way through, tries to get a shot. That one goes behind, and no penalty, I don't think. Could almost been one on Blair. Picked up by Kiefer. Kiefer waits, holds, now he's going to get one deep. Oh, just gloved. Oh, man. Kiefer tried to throw a change-up in there and just got gloved down by the Duluth goalie. Tigers just want to keep putting opportunities on the net. 7:03 here to go in period number 2. It's 3-1. Tigers inching even closer on the shots on goal. This one's going to come out to Manthei. It's Manthei, Peterson, and Anderson. The 2 sons of Manthei out there. Back defensively are West and Blair. Oh, now Duluth trying to make it all the way through. Good play there by Blair, I'm sorry. It's going to come out now to Anderson. Anderson moving up the left-hand side. Anderson tries to make one man miss. Comes in deep. Swung all the way across over to Duluth. Duluth corrals it in, trying to make it through the zone. Kicked in by Anderson. Anderson might get a shot off. Tries to get off to Manthei. That one got corralled now by Peterson. Peterson with a shot. That one gets blocked down. Right in front. Comes out to Blair. Blair holds. Soft pass now over to West, and that one makes it back into the offensive zone. 6:20 now to play here in period 2. Duluth making it, driving it through neutral ice. Now they go into the offensive zone. They take a shot. Oh, man, he ripped a shot that Holmes thankfully got a pad on. It sounded like it might have hit crossbar and then goes into the netting, but we're going to get let's see where we get this face-off. They are going to give an offensive zone face-off. This will be to the right of Holmes. To the right of Holmes we go. It's going to be Letter, Bjorkstrand, Boyer, West. Oh, right out front. Wide open. Tigers were not closing the door defensively there. Duluth with another nice pretty play. Would have been a pretty goal. But Tigers got to start playing better defense in front of their goal. Now another centering play, another great save by Holmes. Here we go. Let's see. The Tigers are letting pressure be on Holmes all over the place. Now it goes to the side of the net. Tigers got to lock down defensively. Comes right through the crease. Still no Tiger there. Now chip forward. Goes into Bjorkstrand's belly. Bjorkstrand's able to pick one up. He can't get one out. Picked up by Duluth. Goes right back into the offensive zone. Kick save there by Holmes. Picked up by West. West tries to shovel one free to Lehmeyer, or the Letter, picked up by Duluth, goes right through the right circle, and that was, oh my goodness. How did Duluth miss on that one? Another good opportunity for Duluth. Tigers just breaking down defensively, just nobody in front of the net for Holmes. It's easy pickings for Duluth. They're coming in scot-free, clean close, and now are leading shots on goal 16-13. Tigers fortunate to only still be down 3-1. 5:18 here to go in period number 2. Besser to take the face-off. It's going to have Kiefer and Kramer with him offensively. Kiefer tries to jump the play, comes all the way out. Now hit off at Kiefer's skate. Can be driven back by Stensland. Stensland corrals it in there, trying to move it over to Lehmeyer. Does get over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer pulls this one in, trying to get out to Besser, but he misses on Besser. Kramer trying to go high, and let's see what they can do. Are they going to get an icing call? I'm trying to say, no, they wave off icing, went on the net. Kramer chases. Besser with him. Kramer trying to get him off the puck. He's going to have Kiefer right in front of him. Gets above Kiefer, and can Besser jump the play? Besser unable to jump the play, comes out to Duluth. Duluth from the point, tries to make one move around Stensland into the right circle. Nice job there by Lehmeyer, centering pass, and now comes out to Kramer. Kramer tries to poke one free and goes all the way in deep. It's going to be picked up by Besser. Besser now, he knew the hit was coming. Avoids the hit, goes into the corner, right on his skate. Kiefer tries to put a hit on a man. Kiefer keeps it in with Besser. Can Besser chase it around? This group through 2 periods has been their best offensive opportunities. Now Lehmeyer puts a shot on, nobody out in front. That's usually where Kiefer is poking up house, and look at that. Just look at that. Oh, good job by Holmes. That was a veteran move by Holmes. Not only did he kick the net off, and they never whistled it dead, but then he made a great save. So now it's going to be Besser. Besser trying to find some opportunity. Besser moving up the right-hand side into the right circle. Moves it all the way around. This is a Besser special right there. Trying to sneak one through and unable to. Now Kiefer. Oh, man, how is that not offsides? Oh, man, that looked like it was offsides right there in front of the ref. They're just not calling it. And it comes out to Kramer. He waits for it to come forward. Can he get to Kiefer? Holding. It goes right on to net. They take another shot. Nobody there. Kiefer comes right at his feet, puts on the brakes, now wrestles for it, waits, takes a tough shot, and again it looks like the net's off. Kramer comes over to Kiefer. Right outside to Besser again. Again, it was sitting on the doorstep. How did that save be made there by Duluth goalie? Tigers putting all kinds of pressure on. It's going to come out to Kiefer. Come on, man. He got stuffed again and again. It just doesn't happen like that. This group they're better goal scorers. They just keep putting pressure on pressure and just unable to find the back of the net. Comes out to neutral ice, but this is where they have been vulnerable, is they put all the pressure on the offensive zone, then they led Duluth with an easy one. We'll see what they do here, moving under 3 minutes. Tigers now leading shots on goal, but that's not worth anything. What really matters is that Duluth's still up 3-1. Coming through neutral ice, Tigers are there. Now gloved by Holmes, and Holmes snags it in, covers it up. Goals are on weird angles. Shots are at weird angles. Duluth goalie is just standing on his head right now as the Tigers putting pressure on him all over the place. They're trying to yell that the net is off. Just didn't have his laser level with them. Now we look like we're in good shape. 2:36 here to go in period number 2. Peterson takes the faceoff, comes out to Duluth, right in front of Holmes, and another goal. Holmes lets the rebound come right out in front of him. The only player there was in a white shirt, and he puts it right to the back of the net. Duluth goes up 4-1. Peterson, Anderson, Boyer, West, and Blair. Comes out to the defensive end, tries to get out to Peterson, missed on that one. Duluth scoring 2 more times here in the second. Tigers unable to score, but again, even on shots. Here comes Anderson right through the zone. That one, as soon as he's ready to take the shot, that one got tipped away. 2:11 here to go in period 2. Another clean affair for both teams. Only one penalty to speak of. That was in the first period against the Tigers. Peterson takes the faceoff. This one driven in front. Comes back for Manthei. Manthei brings it back from out front, waiting, holding, drops one back over to Peterson. Peterson waits. He knew the hit was coming, then he got taken by Duluth. Manthei chases. Here goes Duluth. They got numbers. Gets by Blair. Picks it up. Going by West. Tries to take a backhanded shot in, but nice save there by Holmes. And there we got the fight going. Get out of the way. I think West did the right thing. It looked like West did something to agitate, or that kid agitated him, but he was mad. Let's see if we get a penalty here. There should be one coming up. I mean, that dude had to get held back by the Tigers. Yeah, he's gone, I think. I think he threw a punch. He should be gone. No, he's just going to the penalty box. That should be a 10-minute, though. There was definitely, it looks like another broken twig. One Duluth player in. If that's just a 2-minute, that is ridiculous. Let's see what they call here. They are still discussing. If I go on mute here, he is going to be gone, I think. He's being escorted out. There was definitely a punch thrown. The Tigers, I'll give it up for them. That might be the Tigers' best play of the year, as number 19 for Duluth wanted to go fisticuffs. The Tigers did control themselves. They actually tried to hold him back as he went to try to go after West. I will give the Tigers all the credit in the world. I'm not sure that would have happened early in the season. Let's see what we get called. We do have a player ejected. Now, it might not be a true ejection. That might just be, hey, a little bit of hothead here this morning. Didn't get your coffee early enough. Maybe mom didn't have the donut ready for you. We're just going to ask you to leave the arena. You come back tomorrow. All is good. Two minutes is on the clock. We'll see. Doesn't matter at this point if it's 10-2 because the player was ejected. I'll try to get a call on game sheet on what they're actually going to call. I think they might be getting, they're going to get a Tiger for this too. That is, they're going to get offsetting penalties. 1:52 left here to play. It does look like the scoreboard is putting one penalty on for the Tigers for 2 minutes. Right now we do have two roughing calls for Duluth. I'm not sure on the exact call. I cannot believe that they're going to give West a penalty here on this one. Still trying to sort it out. Tick, 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 tick. Still trying to sort it out. All right, let's see what we have. So we got a game ejection for Duluth. We have two 2-minute roughing penalties on Duluth and a 2-minute unsportsmanlike for West. That's, oh, they're going to give now the home crowd cheering on West's penalty. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it from my vantage point, but Duluth feels like they were wronged. Not even sure why there's two 2-minute penalties. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. So West in the penalty, Duluth in the penalty box. I don't think these, I'm not sure what the refs are actually calling here. Because if they have two roughing penalties on the score sheet for 2 minutes a pop, but I only see one Duluth player in the penalty box. One Duluth player was already ejected. West is also in the penalty box. Right now we're going to go 5-on-4. So the Tigers are going to go on a power play. So we do have a power play for the Tigers. This is going to be Besser, Kiefer, and Bjorkstrand along with Stensland and Letter. Now it's going to come back down to Besser. Besser corrals that one in. Besser waits, holds, has all day, goes back out to Letter at the point. Letter trying to get it down. Now he does. Get over to Stensland. Stensland pulls it in. They got to get it back off. Stensland pulled it across the blue line, and now they got to go re-engage. It's going to be Kiefer first. Kiefer waits. Did he block that one down? No, this one comes all the way back behind Holmes. Picked up by Letter. Letter behind the net. Letter swings one over to Stensland. Stensland corrals that one in. Comes all the way up to Besser. Besser easily brings it back into the offensive zone. He takes a shot out front. Kiefer tries to get one, then Kiefer goes down. Blocked in by Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand, can he get out to the defense? No, he tries to pull it one in, but it does get out to Stensland. Stensland comes back down to Besser. Besser out front. It just walks it in. Walks it in. Can they get one? Rebound out front. Oh, Kiefer misses again on the wide. Picked up by Letter. Letter waits, holds, comes out to Stensland in front. Where is it? Kiefer right there again. Oh, my goodness. It comes out to Stensland all day. They try now to get another one. Stensland can't get that one through, and Duluth is able to clear. Picked up by Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand coming all the way up. Gives off to Stensland. Stensland moves it up the left-hand side. Tigers re-engage. They got time. Pulls it out to Letter. Letter coming over to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand right from the middle. And that one gets blocked. Bjorkstrand runs it down, 22 seconds to go. He misses on that one, but picked up by Letter. Letter right up to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand runs it in. Bjorkstrand's going to take it all the way in. Bjorkstrand tried to backhand one in. Just lost it as he went through the crease. Picked up by Bjorkstrand, gives off to Letter. Letter waits. Letter holds. Tries. No, Kiefer right in front. Comes out. Oh, it just gets by Stensland. That's going to do it for the end of the second period. Just all day long, the Tigers have had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Oh, And we come back out here to start the third period. We'll get you caught up on the first 2 periods of stats. We bring back up the box score here. Duluth making their way out onto the ice. Through 2 periods of play, Duluth scoring twice in the second, Tigers unable to score. That brings the 2-period total 4 for Duluth and 1 for Farmington. However, Farmington out shooting Duluth in the second period, 12-9, bringing the 2-period running total to 21 apiece on shots on goal. In the second period, 2 scores, both by Duluth. At 10:48, number 2, assisted by number 18. And then at 2:31, number 12 with his second goal of the contest. That'll be his 3rd point, assisted by number 13. In the second period, clean period all the way through, right up until we had a little bit of a melee. That is going to count for 152. Number 11, Clayton West, got 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. And then Duluth, we had a game ejection at 152. And then 2 2-minute roughing penalties. Tigers did go on the power play. They have 8 seconds left on that power play. Tigers had momentum on that power play, had plenty of opportunities in front of the net, but it's been kind of the tail of the tape here with the Farmington and Duluth. Tigers just unable to capitalize when they do get it in front of the net. 15 minutes going to be on the clock. We got the Zamboni off. Game is supposed to go till 11 a.m., so we might get shorted here on game time. I've had a couple of stoppages with one injury for Duluth, and then, of course, they had to deliberate quite a bit on the game ejection. Holmes making his way back to his net. He saved 17 out of 21 shots. Duluth back in their net. He saved 20 out of 21 shots. Tigers are going to start with Kiefer, Besser, and Bjorkstrand. This one's going to come all the way out to Papera, as well as Stensland. Now over to Stensland. Sits in the Tigers' defensive zone, quickly up to Besser. Besser brings that one in, trying to bring it through the zone. That's going to do it for the Tigers. Penalty, and a quick one by Kiefer. Kiefer out front again and again. Just like it's been going for them, they just can't find a way through those pads. Comes all the way out to neutralize, picked up by Stensland, gives off to Papera. Papera waits, coming up to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to slow that one down. And over to Besser, good tip over to Besser. Besser with a shot, and saved by Duluth right away. Tigers go hit 2 quick early shots. That's going to bring West out of the penalty box. Tigers will be back to full strength. They're going to keep, I'm sorry, maybe I said that was Bjorkstrand. It was actually Kramer starting with Kiefer and Besser. Bjorkstrand's been with those 2 on the power play, but with only 8 seconds left of the power play, probably went back to the normal line. So it is Kramer, Kiefer, and Besser. Kiefer with the hit now behind the net. Now it comes over to Besser. Kiefer's going to join as well. Now there's going to be a hit in the back, and we're going to see if we get one. No, they're letting him play. Comes all the way out to neutral ice. Kiefer fights for it there. Now Kiefer with it. Kiefer comes right to the point, passes one over, and a shot again, and saved by Duluth. They just keep putting it right in the pads, and that thing just sucks it up like the vacuum cleaner at home. No rebounds for the Tigers to be had. Now it's going to sit again in their offensive zone right to the right of the Duluth goalie. Peterson, Manthei, Anderson, Lehmeyer, and West. West back out on the ice. Goes into the corner, chased there by Manthei. Now comes all the way out. Tigers have a good opportunity here, keeping it in their offensive zone. Goal here for this final period. Let's close this gap, find the back of the net, and make sure that we stay clean off of the penalty box. Now coming up, there's going to be Duluth's first shot, and that one went behind the net. That was crazy. That one hit off of Holmes' pads, and then they just get an easy goal. It just has been like this all day for the Tigers. Holmes unable to corral in the initial shot. That one goes high, goes behind. They try to knock it off the net, no whistle. And then right there in the back door is Duluth to score again. They go up 5-1. Tigers got to start working on this help defense around Holmes. Everything has been simple for Duluth once they actually get the puck on their stick close to Holmes. Now it's going to be Bjorkstrand, Letter, and Boyer. It's going to be picked up by Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand moving into the right circle, makes one man miss. Now tries a backhand one. That one goes wide. Picked up by Duluth. They shovel one forward. Comes all the way out to Stensland. Stensland now moves through neutral ice. Stensland still with it on his stick. Going to pass off to Blair. Blair takes a shot. That one's saved by Duluth. Tigers still leading shots on goal by 1. It's 24-23. Now they try to quick pass there from Boyer to Letter. That one was unable to get connected, but did get out to Stensland defensively. Now this one's going to be rolled all the way up to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand goes into the corner. Bjorkstrand centering a pass, comes out to Blair. Blair takes a shot. Tipped forward by Letter and now picked up by Duluth. Duluth coming right back through neutral ice. 5-1's our score. Moving in under 13 minutes to go. Now a trip. And I don't see a hand up. We continue play. Picked up by Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand flips one forward, and now we're going to get an icing called. Bring it all the way back down for a defensive zone faceoff. This one should come up to the right of Holmes into the left circle. It's going to be Besser, Kiefer, and Kramer along with West and Lehmeyer. And now they just have time going. Why is the time just moving? It's not a 6-goal lead. So time's just rolling. I think they know that they're going to run up on time. If not, now it's going to be picked up by West. West trying to move it through. Picked up by Duluth in neutral ice. Duluth kicks one forward. Held there. Now picked up by Besser. Besser moves through one. The one-man breakout brings it right into their offensive zone. He's in the left circle. He's going to drag it back behind the Duluth. Try to get out to Kiefer. Kiefer tries to poke one free. This one's going to come out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer jumps that play. Kiefer right back over to Besser. Besser chases it. Now it comes free. Picked up all the way. It's going to come to Kramer. Kramer tries to take a shot. That one gets blocked. Picked up by Kiefer. Kiefer with it out front. Kiefer waiting, holding. Still with it. Comes out into the right circle. Shags around, still with it. Kiefer still with it. And then finally gets it taken away. You knew that was going to happen eventually. Picked up by West. Now Duluth goes into the right circle. West tries to hammer him home there. Picked up by Besser. Besser swings one back around over to West. West with it. West with his head up. Moves it up over to Besser. Off of Besser's skate. Picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer quickly into neutral ice. Gets that one poked right back free again. Now under 11 to go. 5-1 Duluth. West tries to poke one free. That one stays with Duluth. Now it's picked up by Besser. Besser moves through two right out in front. Now tries to hit over to Kramer. Hit off of his skate, but they're going to get icing. Icing's going to be called on the Tigers, and time continues to tick. Why is time going?
I think because it ends then right at 11.
Oh.
They're just calling the game.
Yeah, they are going to keep the time going because we will end at 11. Like we said, we were going to run short. So we have the time going. Tigers down 4. Now at this point, Tigers just trying to get that fair play point. It's going to be difficult to come back down 4. Coming back goes Papera. Papera is going to swing one over now to Stensland. Stensland corrals one in there. Stensland, he gets tripped down. No call. These refs are just not calling anything tonight. Stensland got ripped down, but here comes Manthai. Manthai with a nice little backhand. Tried to squirt one through there, the 5-hole. That one unsuccessful. Saved by the Duluth goalie. Duluth goalie now has saved 24 of 25 shots on this morning's contest. Moving in under 10 minutes to go. Peterson, Manthai, Anderson, along with Papera and Stensland. This one's going to come back in the corner. Peterson moves it out to Anderson. Anderson from the left circle takes a shot. That one goes up into the netting. Good save by the Duluth goalie. Moving in under 9:30 to play. Tigers down 4. Now being outscored by Duluth in 3 meetings. What's that going to make it now? 11. 11-3. Just unable to unlock this Duluth team in 3 meetings. That's going to be 0 for 3 for the Tigers against Duluth. Tigers are going to have their work cut out the rest of the year if they can make playdowns. And when they make playdowns, it's going to be teams like Duluth that they're going to have to figure out the unlock for. Now it comes back over to Papera. Papera swings it out, picked up by Duluth left circle. Anderson tries to make one quick play, now give it off to Stensland. Stensland loses it there to Duluth. Comes right back down, it's going to be Peterson. Moving under 9 minutes to go. Tigers leading the shots on goal by 2 right now, 26-24. Again, evenly matched play, shots on goal. But Duluth just getting too many easy looks around the net. Now picked up by Anderson, moves it in the left-hand side, he goes to the left circle, tries to backhand one in, that one goes off the side of the net. Picked up by Stensland. Stensland's coming right back over to Anderson. Anderson behind the net. Now he's going to try to wrap a quick one in, and that one gets saved by Duluth. Now back over to Peterson, and Anderson just got hammered into the corner. Tigers will go back on the power play. Let's see if this is just going to be a 2-minute roughing call. But he took a hard hit into the corner on their offensive end. Tigers will bring out Kiefer, Bjorkstrand, Besser, Stensland, and Letter, I think. I think they're looking at each other. Tigers got 6 on right now. Blair is going to make his way off the ice. It's going to be Letter as their second defenseman. Bjorkstrand's going to take the face-off. This will be in the right circle left of the Duluth goalie. This one's going to come out to Duluth, and then it's a quick clear for Duluth. Comes all the way out to Holmes. Holmes slows that one down. Now picked up by Stensland. Stensland from behind the net goes to Letter. Letter gets that one knocked away, comes right back over to Holmes. Cheap shot there for Duluth, but saved by Holmes. And then a miss on that pass by Stensland. Then he gets taken down, and it just kind of squirts up the ice. Now Kiefer picks that one up, comes all the way through, hits off. I mean, they're not even, right now the Tigers just trying to get something going on the power play. Holmes knocks that one free. We got 1:20 left to go here in the power play. Kiefer quickly up now to Bjorkstrand, knocks one off, and it gets picked up by Duluth. Kick by Kiefer, right out in front, and there's a shot saved by Holmes. Tigers will keep Bjorkstrand, Kiefer, and Besser, along with West and Lehmeyer. Moving in, now 7:25 to go here in period 3. 1:06 left to go in the Tiger power play. Picked up by Lehmeyer, he just swings it out. Going to hit over to Kiefer. That takes a weird angle, and Kiefer gives one now off to West. West drives it through neutral ice. West now goes in their offensive zone. Let's see if the Tigers can get set up. West comes back to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer, comes all the way over to Kiefer. Kiefer with a snapshot. That one got blocked. West with a nice job defensively. West keeps it in, now moves it over to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand tries to kick one free, and it goes right to Duluth, and they clear it. This one comes all the way down. Nice and easy go the players. Going to be picked up first by Kiefer. Kiefer swings one around, and Duluth almost they do steal it. Gets picked up by Holmes, now by Besser. 25 seconds. Besser now. A one-man breakout coming all the way through the zone. He has it, still with it on his stick. Comes all the way into the corner. Besser now gets sandwiched there. Moving 12 seconds left on the power play. Moving under 6:30 to go. Quick shot by Bjorkstrand. That one gets saved by Duluth. Comes now out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer kicks one free up to Besser. Besser out front. Good shot. Good play by the Tigers, but even better save by the Duluth goalie. Now moving under 6 minutes to go. Tigers are going to go 0 for 2 on the power play. Miss on that power play opportunity. Didn't really control much of that power play in their offensive zone most of the time. Coming back out, it's going to be Peterson, Manthey, Anderson, Lehmeyer, and West. Now comes out to Duluth. Under 6 to play. Tigers now losing shots on goal by 1. 28-27 in favor of Duluth. Comes out to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer takes a shot right out in front. No Tiger there for the rebound. That one did get knocked down by Duluth defenseman, but just no Tiger could clean it up. Now picked up by Peterson. Peterson wraps it around, comes over to West. West with a shot, and the ricochet out front wasn't there for Manthey. Now comes out up to Anderson. Anderson right back down to Manthey. Manthey with it behind, comes right back out to Anderson. Anderson from the left circle, comes out to West. West with a quick shot. They try to redirect, unsuccessful. Comes over to Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer tries to get a shot through. Picked up by Manthey. Manthey walks it in, takes a shot, unable to get a shot off. Picked up by Duluth. Duluth now looking for the breakout, moving under 5 minutes to go. Duluth walks it in. And where is it? It comes out to West. West sneaks one up to Anderson. Anderson tries to poke one free into neutral ice. Unsuccessful there. And now picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer chips one forward over to Manthey. Manthey just cradles one in, throws it through neutral ice. Tigers get a change. It's going to be Letter. That one goes up into the crowd area. We should get a neutral zone face-off coming up right below our camera well. Time continues to tick. It's now moving under 4:30. 4 minutes left here to go in game time. Letter, Bjorkstrand, Boyer, along with Blair and Stensland. This one comes out to Stensland. Stensland waits with it, tries to get one through the zone. That one unsuccessful. The Boyer picked up by Duluth. Now Stensland pushes one back through the ice. We should get an icing call. No, that one's going to stop Uncle Buck style. Now it comes back over to Duluth. They corral 1-1, goes behind the net. Blair tries to poke one free, comes into neutral ice. Picked up there by Letter. Lost there by the Tigers, picked up by Duluth. They walk it in their offensive zone. Good kick save there by Holmes, and then Stensland just gets back in time. Hits his man, but picked up by Duluth. They try to center a pass. Nice shot by Blair. Blair kicks one free. Now tries to move one out. Moving under 3:40 to go. Now right in front of Holmes, and it goes through. Another goal for Duluth. That puts them up now 6-1. The fight in the Tigers has gone away here in the third period. Kiefer, Kramer, Besser, Papera, and West. Moving in under 3 minutes to go. Tigers down 6-1. Tigers have only been able to accomplish one goal each of the 3 games they played Duluth. That's kind of the tail of the tape, and just Duluth just better finding opportunities in front of the net. Tigers just not moving enough bodies around. Comes all the way back to West. West going to move this one up. Now he's going to try to take it himself. Pushes one up to Kiefer. Lost there by Duluth. Goes into the left circle. Hit there by Kiefer. Now picked up. Oh, man, there goes a stick. Just goes flying. That's a Duluth stick. Just went flying up in the air like it was a 4th of July fireworks parade. Now moving under 2 minutes to go. Under 2:30 to go. 6-1. Just trying to get out of this thing clean. Lost there to Duluth. Going to be picked up by Besser. Besser circles around, lets the traffic get in front of him. Kiefer knocks one forward. And it's going to be Kiefer. Kiefer brings it into the offensive zone. Waits, holds, back to West. West takes a shot. And nice shot there by West. But a good save there by the Duluth goalie. Now under 2 to go. They take a shot into Holmes, and that one goes up into the netting. We'll see if we get a change. And yes, they will. Under 2 to go. Tigers down 6-1. Shots on goal now favoring Duluth 30-28. Face off by Peterson. He has Anderson and Manthei. Tigers have got to figure something out now. They're going to grab. Oh, here goes Anderson. Anderson through. Oh, my goodness. The Tigers able to unlock, and they got to 2 goals against Duluth. Against the way they've been playing against this team, that's kind of a win a little bit. So 6-2. Good shot there by Anderson. Got freed up. It's 6-2. Time continues to tick, tick, tick. We're getting under 120. Tigers down 6-2. As I was saying before, 6 possible points coming up here. They come away with 2 of them. They should get a fair play point the way this game seems like it's flowing. Tigers will be at Egan tomorrow, 9 p.m. Another good squad. The Tigers have got to try to figure out if they can sneak away with a win tomorrow. That could still be a successful weekend. Coming up after that will be 4 games, which the Tigers should be favored in. But the Tigers don't want to get too far down. You're still trying to vie for that 8th position to make playdowns. It's all about making playdowns, and we'll let the rest take care of itself after that. But here goes Duluth trying to get one more rush on. Comes through the right circle. Good kick save there by Lehmeyer. Now Anderson pokes one free, comes right back through, and that one goes off the side of the net. Under 30 seconds now to go. It sits in front. Blair with it. Blair's going to get out to Anderson. Anderson just throws it down the ice. Oh, yeah, good job there by the Duluth goalie. He said, let's keep this time rolling. He throws it all the way up the ice. Now picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer makes one man miss and gives it off to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand tries a toe drag around a player. That one gets taken away. Comes back out to neutral ice. Picked up by Lehmeyer. Lehmeyer moves it up to Boyer. Now over to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand got tangled up. Comes up. That's going to do it for the game. That'll be it. Tigers fall 6-2. They'll take the trip home now this morning. Back at it 9 p.m. tomorrow night at Egan.